Fala galera, tudo bem com vocês? Durante o último episódio do Plat Chat, eles reuniram a opinião de 18 casters de todo o mundo, incluindo casters brasileiros para eleger os 10 melhores jogadores do Masters Tokyo. Para vocês entenderem como funciona, foi o seguinte: cada caster fez seu top 10 jogadores. Vocês estão vendo aí na tela a escolha de cada um, até o Tichinha participou. E quanto mais no topo do ranking o jogador era colocado, mais pontos ele somava. E depois eles somaram todos esses pontos para fazer o ranking geral. Então vamos lá o top 10. Em décimo ficou o Forsaken da Paper Rex. Em nono o Alphayer da Fnatic. Em oitavo o Chronicle da Fnatic. Em sétimo o Safe da Liquid. Em sexto o Sunten da Paper Rex. Em quinto o Mako da DRX. E em quarto o Leo da Fnatic.
The third best player of Masters Tokyo is Less.
I was real
We finally got an America's
I was
Holy
real
shit.
concerned for a minute. I was
Holy
like, there's
finally-
no way they don't put this guy in a top 10.
We finally have an America's player. Maybe the most clutch player in the world right now. Rolled face in playoffs, says Paper Thin. Yeah, Les has just been in unbelievable form. Like, I think he was also their best player at Lock-In, wasn't he? I feel like he was.
Yeah, he was up there.
Yeah.
He was definitely a champs last year when they won.
Yeah.
He's
Special
been their
fun.
best player the whole time.
He was a Reykjavik
He just
when
gets
they first
overshadowed
launched.
a lot because Ospas is just so
It's because
flashy and
flashy.
ridiculously good.
Yeah, exactly. You don't.
It's-
He
it's
also
really-
wasn't that great when he played Chamber. Like, the Chamber meta was his one-off
They
meta,
didn't
I
play
feel.
Chamber that much. though.
Yeah,
He
less.
kinda did.
Yeah, it was like one tournament. It was like Copenhagen for a while.
And that was their worst
Less
tournament.
played
And
Chamber.
that was the one time they got knocked out because their group
Yeah.
was just absurd.
Yeah, they played
also
Optic
They
lost
played
twice.
they played the anti-Loud, who has more wins against Loud than anybody else put together in the world, and then Optic. So
Yeah. Yeah, Les. Demon. Fantastic. I'm molding now, though, because I'm realizing as we get deeper and deeper that one of my players that I put right up towards the top is not even in the top 10 list.
Same.
How do you
And-
know?
yeah.
How do you know? How do you know?
Because it's gonna
Because
be
we've
it's
only
gonna
got
be
two
Dirk and
spots left.
Ospas.
Yeah,
it's gonna be Dirk and
Ospas.
Ospas.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
All right, show me Ospas.
Number 2. Show me Aspas, says Mimi. Oh, it's Durka.
Durka.
Durka. All right, let's take a look then. The number 1 player, as voted by a panel of 18 so-called experts, the number 1 player at Masters Tokyo is Aspas.
Yay.
You can call him a one-trick player, but he can destroy you with that trick. A magician who can change the outcome of a match and a series, says Alan. He was the best player throughout the regular season, I would say, of VCT Americas. And then in playoffs, I feel like it was great to see him just showcase his amazing rays again. And also Neon.
Neon.
Yeah, I mean, his jet is insane, but I like that we actually got to see more agents from him. That's one of the big reasons where I was like super hype on Loud coming into this event, because it's like, oh, finally we're getting to see Ospas' rays, get to see him flex around. But I mean, even when he is just playing the jet, it's ridiculous. He just makes Jet look like the best side anchor in the game. Like some of the rounds that he pulled off, just like holding A on split, are absurd. He has such a fantastic, just like innate understanding of how to use his utility. He'll get out of situations, never seemingly has to use his dash to do so. And his mechanics are just consistently insane. When this team struggled in the group stage, when they would lose a map or something, it would be him to pull up on map 2 and drop like 40 to rally it back.
Is the best movement. I think like a lot of the Jet players are trying to emulate mostly him right now.
Yeah, yeah.
In terms of movement and stuff. And also you can use the op like a shotgun, so that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Yes,
I mean,
a shorty and and an op.
there's a lot of Jet players that don't use the smoke well. I think Aspas is probably the best in the world at playing around the smoke and using it in a way other than like hitting a button as an oh shit button as a Jet. Like, he is very calculated in how he uses the cloud burst, that like by far one of the best in the world. Like, people will learn from him, and like as we said, they're emulating like how he is playing the map as a pseudo sentinel on some of these
Yeah.
bomb sites.
I think the best way to describe him is he looks intentional in every move
Yes.
he does. When you compare him to some of the other like top stars, like I think of like something, for example, he'll be like, okay, I'm gonna like push CT with a Reyna or do something ridiculous. Ospas on the other hand, it's just like every move seems like calculated, coordinated with his team. Like it seems as though he thinks so much in like every action he makes, yet it's always so quick and so innate. It's just incredibly impressive, and I don't see that slowing down in Tokyo.
E assim ficou o ranking final. O Sadak e o Cauãzinho apareceram em 17º e 18º. Mas e aí, o que achou do ranking? Deixe a sua opinião nos comentários, aquele abraço e até o próximo vídeo.